and welcome to the series where I do all the quests on an Ironman. Yeah, that's it. That's the series. Today I am gonna be doing Haunted Mine, and I am slightly worried about this one, mainly because I don't even know where to start it from. We're gonna like see it, because I'm just wondering, do you like start over here? And then you go through the mine and then you reach the guy? Or do you like run through the swamp? Either way you run to the swamp, but like enter this bridge over here, then like follow the path and exit over here? I imagine you do the swamp thing, right? It's just because I am not entirely sure if this is a path or if this is a wall. Or what it is, because I haven't been there anytime recent. I do assume that that is an actual path. And as an added difficulty, just for today, that's a cat. That's like a full-bodied cat. Like this is all cat, that's a head. So as an added difficulty, just for today, I have a cat that won't actually let me use my keyboard. So I have no access to actually writing things. Therefore, this is likely gonna be highly unguided if I get lost. Either way, I am prepared with my inventory to do my run. I did get the druid patch out, I got my silver sickle out. I have a pickaxe just in case I need to dig through the mine. I have some pies, have my wolfbane. It's time to go, methinks. Okay, I think that I just directly walk over there. I'm just done like running through the swamp. I do semi-remember this place because I have visited Morton before. And I kind of want to do the quest in Morton, but I think it either requires herblore or farming. And that's not the skills that I have leveled up just yet. I will get there at my own time. I'm just done making myself some mithril armor. Like, I'm okay with taking it slow. Oh, it's nice that I can just like pickpocket him, but anyway, hello. Hello there! State thy allegiance, stranger! I have no particular allegiance. Then your life is without reason or direction, that's harsh. I will talk to you further on the matter, but for now my attentions must be elsewhere. Why? What are you doing? I am upon a quest. One that will allow Saradomin to be glorified even in these dark lands. Start the Haunted Mine quest? Yes! What quest is that then? Well, below the very ground you stand upon lies an intricate network of tunnels. I should disable this extra keyboard because my cat keeps on disconnecting and reconnecting it. That's just what happens when you have a good boy on your desk. That make up the abandoned Mortridge mines. These mines used to be a valuable resource to the inhabitants of Mauritania. As with many things, this changed when Michelin was finally able to push the minions of Mauritania back, and Saradomin himself blessed the River Salve. The mines are also the site where the legendary artifact, the Salve amulet, was thought to have been carved from the crystals that grow in the lower levels of the mine. These crystals are thought to be formed by the blessed water of the River Salve as it percolates through the rocks to the lower levels of the mine. It is not known what happened to the Salve amulet, but it is generally believed that by encapsulating within it some of the goodness of Saradomin himself, it afforded the bearer power over evil. Saradomin has entrusted me alone with the task of regaining access to the mines, whatever the dangers. How can an abandoned mine be dangerous? Because the mines are said to be haunted. Good thing that I brought my ghost speak amulet. We can handle ghosts. I don't mind ghosts. The crystals and the red used to be protected by Zamorak's mage. Tria's day. 3 days? It was his name really 3 days? Daith failed and fell during an incursion by Sardominists, who then made it into the mines and were able to remove a shard of crystal. Zamorak, furious at his mage, condemned Daith's soul indefinitely to an existence of turmoil in the mines. Have you tried condemning him for 3 days? I think that's very fitting considering his name. Daith's soul is bound to prevent the crystals from ever being reached again. Further, Zamorak, then ruler upon the land, ordered the slaughter of anyone within the mines, and that the mines be sealed. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the voice because it will hurt my vocal cords. The damage is kinda lower down, so if I talk kinda high, you won't be able to notice, but I'll feel those effects soon enough. Is there any other way into the mines? Indeed, I have found hope that there may be so. By making discreet inquiries, I have been led to believe that a second entrance may exist into the mines. Further, I have come into possession of a key that will apparently afford entrance to the lower levels of the mines once inside. Where's the second entrance to the mines? Of this I'm not yet sure. From what I have been able to gather, it was not originally built for humans to enter by. Where it may be, I'm still endeavoring to find out. Can I borrow your key? I am afraid my task can be entrusted to nobody else. Sardomin has asked me alone to do this. I cannot take the slightest risk of losing this key. I'm like the one immortal being in here, my man. When I die, I can respawn and I can recall my most prized possessions to me. The stakes are too high. Please, I be very careful with it. You know not what you deal with. There is evil in that mine, and whatever your assurance is, I cannot risk you falling to the creatures within. Pretty, please? Sardomin, grant me patience. The answer is no. Hello there. How does a lost artifact that was only legendary help? Although the amulet was lost, it is my hope that if I can make it into the mines, I can craft another. I have some questions. Mainly, my biggest question was that sentence implied that only of legendary quality is like not high enough quality, and I'm like, what does my character want the quality of the item to be? Was everyone in the mine slaughtered? Surely it wasn't their fault that the crystals formed. It is said that some of the workers in the mines, merely from being in the presence of those crystals, found themselves bestowed with the love of Sardomin. The advantage to our cause was considered too great by some within Mortania. They set about mercilessly and brutally killing everyone in the mines rather than risk losing them to us. Such is the treachery of the servants of evil that they even destroyed their own kind without a moment's thought. The mines are now rumored to be haunted by souls of all those brutally and needlessly killed. I must be going now. Okay, well that means that I'm gonna be exploring. I kinda hoped that maybe I could like ride this. Oh damn, okay. There are some feral vampires around here. It's not much of an issue, but from what I read after doing my quest the last time, I could have just like brought in a holy symbol and they would have left me alone. And I did actually like, I made a full-on holy symbol, so you know, it's not like that's a problem. That was very easy to find. I'm assuming that I am currently in the abandoned mine. And this guy was just all like, yeah, I have no idea where the second entrance is. It couldn't be like on literally the other side of the mine. It couldn't have just been like inside the mine. You know? Inside that night. What was the guy doing? Just like standing around? I feel like the guy was just standing around. It was required. I'm blocked by a huge slab of stone. Well, I can't mind that. I do require level 50 combat level, and that's a level 50 spade attacking me. I can't help, but I feel like that is not a coinky dink. Will I get a spade after defeating a spade? That is my question. I will literally get a spade after defeating a spade. Okay. That's fun. I don't think I can cut through that. A slightly muddy spade, so it's not even like a special spade, it's just like spade. It's just full-on spade. I'm gonna assume that the possessed pickaxe is also just a normal pickaxe. Because if that is true, what I could do is I could use the rune pickaxe onto the entrance. And hope that that will help. I can always bring more food back, but I would need to do the whole run again. Which is just not my favorite. Do I need to specifically use the possessed pickaxe here? Am I just trying to solve this wrong? There's like a full-on... There are some... tall structures in here. Okay, I don't think that the answer lies in this corner just yet. I have effectively equipped myself with a spade, though. So that's intriguing. Okay, so that's just exits in here. Can I reach this place? Somehow? Oh yeah, I can climb over this minecart. Where am I exactly? Apparently still in the abandoned mines. It's just... walk down the stairs? Yeah, abandoned mines as well. I think. These things are hazy, so... You know, that looks correct. I am enjoying the little bit of safety that these doors are providing me. So I'm just like taking a look-see around while I'm in here. This door is locked. This door is also locked. I can't dig underneath the door. That's another iron pickaxe. Yeah, this thing does not have a underneath map, which is a shame. I bet it is possible to get over there from where I am right now. Where does this one lead? Okay, I'm not sure, apparently. Well, that's not... It's not a good reason to get scared. There is a ladder down there, and there's a ladder down here as well. That ladder, I think it's impossible to get to for me right now. This kind of feels like where I saw those shades. Yeah, see, that's the door. I'm thinking, is there anything in here that I would want? Because if I take that ladder, I think I'm gonna get to a point that I couldn't before. And that's like entirely closed off. Unfortunately, I can't like mine my way through here, which makes no sense considering that I have a mining pickaxe. That is another ladder that leads down. So let's do it. Ooh, that's a little operational card. That's fancy. Look at them go and move. I like me some possessed cards. I can get into the rest of this place by running in front of this card if I really wanted to. But there is still stairs over here. So I could instead, you know, take the stairs. That is very bubbly. Ooh, there's a lot of levers, which I assume are important. And I'm not in the right place to actually pull on them. I can see why this quest was marked as an expert. It's quote-unquote short. There we go. I crossed over here. Can't cross over here because of rock fall. Can't climb any higher than this. Can't get on this side. Right, there is a ladder down. I was about to ask, is there a reason? But yeah. There is a ladder down. There is a reason. Oh no, not the spooky level 6 bats! Whatever shall I do? God damn it. I didn't want to get too close to the skeletons. That's point settings. I'm just wondering if there's like anywhere that I can get from where I am right now. Because I'm not entirely sure about my ability to cross this. Right, cool. I don't have an ability to cross this. Perfect. Now I know. What am I even looking at? Okay, glowing fungus. There's a glowing fungus. I apparently can't reach that. So that's fun. Well, at least it doesn't have to worry about getting black lung. Well, yeah, it's kinda dead. I don't think that we can get anywhere from this pocket in particular. I'm looking around in case I missed something, but I don't think so. This is just the wrong pocket. Let's not get squished. There we go. So we have tested that. Can't get there. Can't get there. Yeah, this direction just feels like a wrong one. Okay, what do you want? Okay. Right. spawning man. Just made sure that I get stuck in here. There are 2 ways up. I've been down there. Oh no, is that a way down? It's not a way up, is it? I've been one of the 2 ways down. Yeah, I've been here. What about here then? Okay. It's a lot more of everything in here. I'm worried about corpse boys. So that's a water valve. Can't get over there. Looks like it's water powered. Okay, let's go around and turn that water valve then. I feel like I'm very deep somewhere. I did not expect the quest to be like this. I don't know what I expected it to be like. I am slightly afraid that I'm gonna get lost. I do have a way to quickly exit this place if I need to and come back with more food and stuff, so that's not gonna be a problem, but it's the rerunning that I don't want to do. There is a small keyhole inside. Who has the key? Is it the guy outside? Is he the one with the right key? Yes, I have found a lift that's promising, but the mechanism requires a key to get started. That could be his key. That could be the key that he has. But I want to make sure. Because it's a long way back to the surface. Can I just approach? Nope. Right, that is blocked off. Okay. Okay, I have done a whole bunch of running now. Runescape needs to go and lick a brick with their combat requirements when it comes to quests. Because I did read up about the quest that I'm doing and I'm kind of scared now because at the end of it there's a level 95 guy. Yeah, it's not good that. Like, level 95 guy. I'm trying to like remember where to go from here. So the wiki said to bring a lot of combat equipment and food. And they said that his attacks are quite scary. So, yeah. That's gonna be fun. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try though. Like, I'm fully prepared to try the level 95 guy. Like, look, I'm gonna record my failures and successes in here. I have no qualms with failing. It wouldn't be the first quest that I failed. But anyway, poor guy's key is now mine. So let's do our bestest not to lose it. And I'm gonna go and figure out which way is the right way. And I'm gonna see you in a minute, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna heavily rely on guides in here because, hey guys, wanna try to be my brain, trying to even follow instructions, let alone figure out that mess on myself? You find yourself in a dark cave with many bats, this is the wiki by the way, and small and many pickaxes and corpses strewn about. Some skeletons are dormant. The once called corpses in yellow letters spring alive as skeletal miners when you approach. Similarly, some pickaxes may become possessed and attack you when you pick them up. Through the mine, you will encounter many creepy hazes. Follow the cart track to the west and exit the cave on the western side. Ignore the ladder. This is, I believe, is outside. Once outside, enter the southern entrance. The same one used if you didn't climb over the cart. So this one in particular. Climb down the ladder at the end of the blocked path. Head east and climb down the next ladder. Climb down the ladder at the end of a blocked path? Oh, okay. That one's simple. But to begin with, as you can see, guys, I have already started from the entirely wrong place. Never eat seaweed. So, like, I wouldn't have gotten here, ever. No matter how hard I would have tried. Is this the only place? The only down? I think this is the only down to the east. Right, am I now at the long cart track? The one that I couldn't get to before. Is that where I am? Or nah? Where am I? Help! Okay. I think, yeah. Maybe? I'm not sure. This is one of the places of all time. Very carty. 10 out of 10. If this is your way of decorating your place, perfection. Beautiful. Might have wanted a bed. Probably not the easiest thing to live in though. Okay, next, apparently we want to move south and not north. That is north. That is south. I can wait in this alcove, I think. Yeah! And the level past this is complicated enough that there's a giant map drawn with a lot of letters, and I'm scared. This reminds me Daggerfall. Don't copy Daggerfall's homework. Daggerfall is not the homework that you want. Oh. Okay. I am on the other side of that. On that elevator. That I was at before. I want to freely explore, but there's a lot of things that are attacking me. Cool! I can access all of the pulley thingies now. Don't want to just randomly pulley thingy though. Is there like a set pattern to pulley thingy in? I do remember that there was like a thing to read somewhere. Like that was there. that looks important. What? Okay! I love how little meaning this has to me. You're here. Start. Right. What do I even want to accomplish in here? I assume I want the card to go a certain way. But I don't know what that way is. Which is entirely a problem. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, you could brute force it if you just knew where you want the card to go. Or where it starts from. I can access 6 levers. Is that enough levers, or do I want to access some more? I don't know. Thank you, Guide of All Times. So, apparently what we want to do is move a fungus, which is among us. For the fungus is glowing, and we want that as a light source in the lower levels. But we can't carry it ourselves. My brain does not work like this. They say that what we want to do is to get this cart to the north, east, ladder up, I think. I'm assuming that this means that it would go straight, then up, but then it would turn. So whatever J is, I need to set that to be different. But what is J? Do you... Ooh, okay. There are letters here. I have access to A, B, C, D, E, but no J. And yeah, I can run all that way, okay. So, what can I change from here to make it work without J? Not much? I mean, let's say I changed B. So we rerouted it here. We don't have an F. So it just goes here and bleh. A, B, C, D, E. Where's the other control panel? Because if I could just like reroute J, you would be good. But then again, when things go places, where do they go? Like, do they ever come back? I'm sorry if I'm sounding like drunk, but like... Excuse me? Help? Guys, I'm stupid. I found J. It's here. Hopefully I can actually navigate around there. I think I can. So I pulled J. Let's look at that thing again. Apparently the configuration is random for each person, so I might have gotten lucky. This makes sense to me. Right? Like, if it will just go that way. Well, let's try it. What? I don't get it. Am I supposed to also like set Y differently? Because I thought that it would just like go and take the turn there. It's gonna bounce off. It's gonna bounce off A. So it should be fine, right? I hope I get another card. Yeah, that's my card. I do get another card. But now I need to get another fungus among us and place it into the card again. Hopefully this works. Excuse me, little giant bat. I don't have time for you right now. I'm so sorry. I'm doing cards. It stimulates my brain and my understanding of things, which is hard. Okay, so now Y directs here, then A directs back. So it should like go zoom, zoom, and then go there? Yes? What do you mean it turns a G? What? Where's G? Oh no. G can't be accessed. What if I redirect B? And D? If B is redirected... Because if D stays here, it just does this. So that's not good. If D is redirected... I'm trying to follow the curves now. Get into A. Right, let's straighten back out I and then redirect B and D. I think that might work. I think, because now I'm following it with the curves and not just the lines. I have redirected B and D and I. So let's look at it now. So we go over here. We hit the curvy bitty and go up. I'm assuming F does not apply to us, because it looks like it goes the wrong direction. So then we hit D. Then we do this curvy bitty here. And then this curvy bitty here. And then we go here. And these, I am assuming, don't apply to us. So I think that that's gonna work. And yes, I did load the cart again. Hey! I did it! I wonder if the cart is anywhere useful now! Yay! That only took me halfway to forever! Brain! The guide is telling me to go all the way back again, so here's a memory game. Where did Mirta came from? Can Mirta remember where she come from? Probably not, but we'll see. So retrace your steps to the very top of the mine. Go back up the ladder near the glowing fungi pool. Check. Walk north along the track. That would be track. Is there cartsy fartsy? There is a cartsy fartsy! Yay! Okay, we're turning here. Cartsy fartsy can continue moving. The ladder that we came from is here, right? Take the first path to the east and climb up the ladder at the end of the path. Never eat. First path to the east. That can't be right. East is here, no? Never eat seaweed. Yes. East is here. But that's not how we got here. Pretty sure that this ladder is how we got here. I think. I don't know. I might be somewhere wrong. Exit the cave to the west. Should end up near a river. I think I might have skipped a step. Never mind. Good enough. Enter the northern cave, climb down the first ladder immediately to the east and head northeast through the cave. So that's the ladder. Northeast. Climb down the northern ladder. So here, right? I'm pretty sure that this is where I was before. But that's okay. Because this time, at the very least, we got to the other side we haven't seen before. Apparently you really don't want to get hit by these. Hard to believe not wanting to get hit, I know. Is this the right way? Yes. It is indeed the right way. Well, it is the right way to get to the elevator anyway. Don't know if that's the right way to get to the glowy mushroom. Head to the northwest corner of the cave and climb down the ladder. Okay. I took the wrong turn, I think. This isn't where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to get to the glowy fungus that's among us. And not wherever I went. I'm just like, elevator time! I know that place! I know the elevator! Northwest is that way. That's the ladder we're supposed to take. Yes! Mushroom! Yeah, making progress! And now I think we go to the other side and I'm gonna get really scared because there's a big evil boss man that is apparently he's vulnerable to wind magic, but he hits really hard, so people say bring armor and switch to magic gear at random in order to shoot at him from time to time, which just sounds really scary. Now down we go. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this correctly now. I don't know why the game wants us to pick up a chisel. The game? The guide, I mean. I guess if we win, we're gonna like chisel our way out of here. Probably not, but we're probably gonna chisel the amulet thingy out of here. And apparently once we turn the valve, there's a ghosty that will want to turn it back down again. So we'll need to beat the ghost in a runny race. Which is okay, I can do that. I have a feeling that I'm gonna fail so spectacularly in this quest, aren't I? If so, I'm gonna start like a collection of yellow quests, and then one day, there's just gonna be like one day when we have a boss fight galore. You open the valve. The water's flowing, so we're doing the running. We're doing the running. Go down. Yay! We did it! We're down here. This is apparently the boss arena. Or so I've been told. There's a lot of very dangerous objects in here. Do I walk down the stairs? Is that it? Okay, maybe this is the boss arena instead. This is a very large place. It's kind of scary. The door's locked. Did I take the wrong stairs? Was I supposed to take the different stair? I did take a stair, so nice to know that the stairs work. We tested that. Just, you know, in case there's a mechanical failure on the stair. I shouldn't be using my run energy if I know that there's a boss fight. A thing that I didn't like was the fact that the guy was all like, yeah, so at the end of this quest, there's a boss fight that's hard even if you have the combat levels required. And like, by the way... Ooh, this is open. The dude is like... His highest attack can deal 36 damage every second. And I'm like, cool! Definitely ready for that! You know, when I like click that key, that's when the bad shit happens. And I'm very scared to click the key. Do we want to just try and hit him with our sword? Is this like a thing that we want to do? Or do we want to hit him with our staff? Apparently, if you stand next to him in melee range, he can use a melee attack and that only deals 8 damage instead of 30 fucking 6! But, yeah! It's still pretty not great, not gonna lie. I am scared shitless. And I think that what's gonna happen is the thing that happened with the dragon, where I ran around like a headless chicken for 10 seconds before dying gruesomely and repeatedly. That wasn't a great time. It wasn't a great time. I'm considering praying Steelskin, but let's touch this first. What the? You hear a disembodied voice laughing at you. Poor puny mortal, I'm going to have fun with you. I wish it was a different kind of fun, mate. Like, I wish it didn't, like, involve dying. Are you just going away? Are you just going home? Yeah, my current attack does absolutely fucking nothing. So, quickly switching. Spell. Oh my god, I actually hit him? I hit him once and then I died. Yeah. Right. This feels very much like, I collect my items? I'll pay the fee. Definitely that. I don't get my fish back? Really? So, this is something that requires a far higher combat level than 50. It just says that it is 50 in order to be deceptive. I feel like I should start doing quests that don't have a combat level requirement or that have a pathetically low combat level requirement because... yeah, that's... this thing that RuneScape does is just really, really not cool when it comes to this. So... let's count this as attempt number 1. And one day I'm gonna have a boss fight bonanza where I just do a whole lot of boss fighting. Do I need to pay anything? No? Okay, so I'm fine. I'm fine. I even got my armor back, so that's nice, and I can very easily get back into the ghosty lands. But you know what? I think that the next time when we meet, one of the priorities of mine, it's going to be to unlock Slayer, because I can train combat while doing Slayer. And at the very least, if I get even just higher melee, right? Let's completely ignore my pathetic ranged, but like, even if I just got higher melee, I can have more hit points, survive for longer, especially when random shit is coming at me and I have literally no idea what it is or how to handle it. I would have a higher chance of actually hitting things instead of doing 0 damage. I mean, I did manage to hit him with an airbolt for 6 damage. I think he had like 100 health. I might have done 12 damage in total before I completely expired. So that's something. Plus, if I bury bones, my prayer is gonna go up and it will allow me to pray for better stuff in order to defend against those kind of things. So effectively what I'm trying to say is that I want to do the new brute of stats maxing, where you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring so much health into the fight and such strong attacks that you can't get me. This will be wild because I only have my mining in the 80s, but I want these skills in the 80s, or at least 70s. So, I think the next time that we meet, I'm gonna try and do the quest that unlocks Slayer. I'm gonna take a month to fuck about. You know, even out my mining, get all my mining gear sorted, do a bit more smithing before like putting that down. Maybe start working on my thievery, but like, when we come back, for me it's gonna be a month from now, for you it's gonna be a week from now. I want to do a quest that like introduces you to Slayer, because I remember there was one such quest, so we may as well do it. It's gonna be very on theme. And then from there on, I will start doing quite a bit of Slayer with the goal of, if I'm gonna kill a lot of thing, I may as well kill a lot of thing with a purpose and see these stats slowly climb up. So it's gonna be a journey, but I think we need to start taking combat seriously by this point. And when we come back, we're gonna be A, doing the Slayer quest, and B, doing quests that have either very low or no combat requirement. Because I got so excited, because it's a standalone quest, it's a short one, and it says I meet all of the requirements. No the fuck I don't! Like, stop lying, game. Stop telling me that I can do things. I will get excited. I will get excited and I will try to do those things, and it will end badly. So, that's the plan. I now have a full-on plan as to what I want to do after this month, after, you know, I finish sorting out mining. So, yeah, that's the new plan. Anyway, at some point, once again, there's just gonna be like boss fight bonanza video where I just revisit all the quests that I'm leaving glowing yellow because I got to the last monster and wasn't able to kill it. Until then, I'm just gonna see you next week. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for my Patreon supporters. And I hope you don't mind the videos in which I fail, because there's probably gonna be quite a few of those. And then like I'm gonna just like come back to those when I get a bit stronger. So like a part 2 where I do that thing again. At the very least I try doing that thing again. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope I'm gonna see you next week, and toodaloo for now.